Hey all, and I'm going to be covering Empire Siege in this video. I'm going to be looking at the benefits from winning this, plus also giving it a go for myself. So if we go over to the territory, here are the armies I have prepared for this. Some pretty decent armies there. The main one is at the top. I have been upgrading all my commanders. I have some at a relatively high level now. The easiest way to level these up is to do that, then go to the corresponding city, then quick clear it like so. I'll just do, there we go, one to show you. Just need to find the one that I can level up. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. That's how I have been leveling up all my commanders. I've been only producing food. You can see here my food production. So that's the basics anyway of how I have been making a decent army. On to Empire Siege itself. Hasn't quite started yet. It starts in just over 15 minutes. The top 3 guilds in the seasonal points ladder are qualified for Empire Siege. That's our guild. Hopefully we will do quite well here. Normally we win this without too many problems. We have some really decent armies here. One of the benefits of winning this, if you go to Empire, you can see the guild leader is the Emperor here, and they can appoint and dismiss players from the guild here, or I would assume possibly other players as well, but I am a censor here. I get a few diamonds each day that I can claim by pressing that button, and there's all of that as well which we have completed. But yeah, that's one of the benefits of winning Empire Siege. You get to appoint and dismiss players there. Right, so it's just after reset now. I do have a mail which has my Siege seasonal rewards in. Might as well go ahead and claim that. Right, and while I'm here, I might as well have another look at this Empire. You can see now the button is active. I can actually receive my salary now. It's only 50 diamonds, but every little helps, I guess. Now, Empire Siege is going to start in around 3 minutes, so let's go over to territory and get ready. Okay, so currently Empire Siege looks like it's going to be a 1 versus 1 Camelot versus Death Knight. We normally beat Camelot, but they might have some surprises for us. We will see. We have some good armies though, so hopefully we will win this. Just under 2 minutes before this starts. Right, so here we go. The cooldown is about to end. We can now enter and siege the Empire. Well, maybe anyway. Right, so the first thing to do when you enter Empire Siege is try and get the Outer City War. If you enter as soon as it starts, you should have no real problems claiming this. Then it's just a case of waiting. Of course, if other guilds are going for this as well, you may have a few problems. You can see now it's just a case of waiting pretty much until you have got through the outer wall. It takes a bit of time. I'm going to skip all of this until we are done. You can also back out of this if you want to, but there's not much else you could do in Empire Siege until you have claimed the outer wall, so you might as well just wait until this is done pretty much. I know it takes a bit of time, it's a bit boring, but you can always go and make a cup of coffee or something while this finishes. So for those wondering, the troops that we have sent for this, they look something like this. My bottom army isn't very good. Several really good armies there though. I doubt too many other players can defeat us, but we will see. We're only on the outer wall so far. Plus we have a few days to try and keep what we have sort of taken. You can also move about like this. Just something random to note while you're waiting for this to finish. Right, we're pretty much there now on the outer city wall. The troops have been defeated pretty quickly. And there's the victory countdown. Nice, right, so that's done. Now we need to move on to the inner city wall, repeating the process as before. Right, I'm going to do this one. I think I will enlist my 3 best armies to take this. Here we go. While I'm doing that, I can also go and claim one of the resource spots. So I might as well use my weak army to do that. I mainly need food, so it makes sense to gather the resources there. I can also use this resource spot, but we'll probably put 3 armies there, then 1 on the outer city wall. Anyway, this is going to take a bit of time, so we'll skip ahead again. Okay, so we're over halfway now. I'm going to quit out of here and have a look at a few of the other features of this. You can see here are all the resource gathering spots. I'm only currently on the one to gather food. As you can see here, I think food is the most important resource, so I think I'm going to put 3 armies on that, as I mentioned earlier. Guild information there. You can see Camelot is actually a larger guild than us, but I think we have better armies. And then this is just the leaderboards. Go over to the kill rankings. I am actually 3rd on the kill rankings, which isn't too bad. Then the rewards over here. The victory rewards. Failure rewards as well. You can see here, you can actually get equipment chests. And this is how you make the equipment for your troops from Empire Siege. It's not really explained in-game, so that's something to bear in mind. Rare soldier equipment chest if you win. Only the uncommon ones though if you lose. Anyway, let's go back to here and wait until this is done. Not far off now. Right, I think we're pretty much done with this now. There we go, that's on 0. All of the enemy troops have been defeated. Nice. Right, so the next thing to claim is the city itself. So let's go ahead and do this. I will replenish my armies as well. There we go, 3 enlists. Yeah, but he's beaten me to it this time. But there we go, this should be taken pretty easily. In actual fact, I don't really need to do this. I've already set the troops though. We're just going to be waiting here. I could go and claim the resource spot instead. I will wait this out though until it's finished. Alright, I think we're pretty much there. So this is the final thing to capture, the Imperial City. Once you're done capturing it, you need to keep hold of it for the rest of the time, basically. So what I like to do is put my best army on the outer city wall. So that will be the army here. That's the first thing anyone has to get through if they want to try and take the city from you. Then I'm going to put my other armies on the food part, as that's what I need more than anything, food. So there we go, I think we're about done with this. All the resource spots have been gathered. We have a couple of good armies on the outer city wall. You don't really need to defend the inner city or Imperial City. If you put everything on the outer city wall, anyone who wants to get through needs to get through that first. And if there's not enough strong armies to get through that, then you've pretty much won this. Of course, you need to wait until the days are over. You can see there how long. I think it's 48 hours before all of this finishes. There we go, let's get out of here now. And there we go, that's Empire Siege completed. I did get a mail because it was my troops that got through the inner city wall. As I mentioned, you just have to wait until this finishes now. If you still have control of the city, then you win. That's always good anyway, and as I mentioned during an earlier part of the video, it's the main way of making equipment for your troops. I can't really show you the equipment though, as it hasn't finished yet. But anyway, I hope that was interesting and helpful. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you to those that have already subscribed. I've included a previous video on the screen, plus a playlist, plus you can also subscribe from here. And thanks for watching.